Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about aggregations in SQL. In the meantime, I want to show you how to utilize ChatGPT to learn SQL or anything data or even anything. I am just using the free plan so far and it works pretty well for me. Later on, I can show you how to use the free plan to solve some real world issues. One more thing I want to share is that when I am thinking about prompt, I'm thinking what is my question to SQL? And your question should be as clear and as specific as possible. Now let's start. Since we're talking about aggregations today, and if you have never learned SQL before, then my first question to ChatGPT is what are aggregations in SQL? And let's have a look what's the answer. Okay, the answer breaks the concept into three parts. The first part is the definition, saying aggregations are used to perform calculations on groups of rows to return a single value for each group. The second part shows us some very frequently used functions, such as sum and average. The third part tells us we use aggregate functions with group by most of the time. By looking at the definition for the first time, you probably feel you understand what does it mean, but don't know how does it work. So why don't we ask ChatGPT to give us an example? Let me type, give me an example of using sum. It gives us an example of how to use sum. It creates a table named cells and it has three columns, ID, product, and amount. Let's imagine this is a table we have from work and we want to know the total sales by each product. How do we translate this into SQL? This is the example of using sum and then translate that into SQL. So we will use select product, sum amount as total sales from cells, group by product. Cool. You can see that ChatGPT actually provide a very useful case here, but it might still be a little bit abstract for you since if you never coded in SQL before. So what I'm gonna ask ChatGPT right now is that, okay, can you show me the example of real numbers? Oh, something went wrong. Let's refresh. Here you can see ChatGPT can generate a table for you with real numbers. In this table, it still has the same three columns above, but with some rows of numbers in it. Now let's use the sum function to calculate the total sales amount for each product. We can see that it also gives us an output that product A has total sales of 370 and then product B has total sales of 380. Okay, the last thing I want to show you in this tutorial is generally when you learn something new, right? Either say SQL or something else. Specifically here, we just learned about aggregation functions in SQL, and then we know that most of the time we have to use it with group by. And then I think generally the third questions I would ask is that, okay, is there anything I need to watch out for when I'm using aggregations with group by, right? So let's ask ChatGPT. Is there we need to? Okay, so it does tell me several things to keep in mind when using aggregations with group by in SQL, right? Let's see. The first one is about columns in select. When using group by, the columns in the select statement must either be aggregated or included in the group by clause. This means that if a column is not being aggregated, it must be listed in the group by clause. Okay, that's very good to know. And then if you're not that sure about what does this point mean, right? For example, let's ask ChatGPT again. Give me an example of, you could simply write bullet point one. You can see that ChatGPT is using examples again to demonstrate the first point. If we look at the first block here, after group by, we only have product followed, but no region. This is how we're going to create an issue in the code. The solution here is either we add region after group by product, or we take region out from select. Either option is correct, so the question is what you're looking for if this is a real case at work. Okay, that's all I want to share for today, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.